Oh, hello, everyone. I think it's time now, so we shall begin the conference. So, hello. It is my pleasure to welcome all of you, both members who are participating online, as well as those of you who were able to make it to Kyungpook National University in Daegu, to the 9th Worldwide Conference for the Society for East Asian Archaeology. I'm Il Ko, an archaeologist based at Seoul National University in South Korea, and I will be hosting today's opening ceremony and the plenary session. As you may well know, organizing this conference was not an easy task due to the pandemic, and I am aware that the local organizers put much effort into making this hybrid event as meaningful as possible. So it is my great pleasure to introduce, first of all, Professor Sungjoo Lee, the Dean of the School of Humanities and the Professor of the Department of Anthropology at Kyungpook National University, who will be sharing with us his opening remarks as the local organizer of SEAA9 and begin the opening ceremony. Come on.
Oh, thank you. I would like to welcome you all and express my greetings and gratitude for attending the 9th Worldwide Conference of the Society for East Asian Archaeology at Kyungpook National University in Daegu, Korea. The conference was originally scheduled in 2020, but it was only opening now. After 2 years due to COVID-19 pandemic. Above all, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the SEAA members who have waited for 24 months. The conference is held in the hybrid format because the number of in-person participants is estimated to about 70, and the others must be available online. Preparing for the hybrid conference was a new challenge for us. Although we have a limited number of in-person participants, our team not only prepared the physical conference venue at the Kyungpook National University Humanities Korea buildings, but also created an online space where majority of participants can present and discuss without any inconvenience. However, only participants from the different time zone may feel very uncomfortable because the overall conference schedule is based on the Korean daytime. Sorry. We have prepared the conference to deal with the various unexpected situation in mind, but if there is any some problem that we have not dealing with properly, we ask for your understanding. The conference is held in the Gyeongsang province, which is rich in archaeological resource, has the largest number of World Heritage sites in Korea. We therefore devoted the entire third day of the conference to the mid-conference tour to visit as many cultural heritage or excavation sites as possible in Sungjoo, the ancient SEAA capital of the Millennium Kingdom. And after the conference, those who want to participate will enjoy a 3-day of excursion of Daegu and the northern Gyeongsang province, organized by local hosts. Fortunately, despite the global crisis that humankind never experienced before, there is nothing more we can ask for if the conference can be successfully completed and lead to SEAA Town. Although we have been preparing the conference right after the member agreed to hold the SEAA9 in Daegu in April 2019. The 3 years COVID pandemic has constantly changed what we expected and the plan on how to prepare the conference. Conference have to be changed from time to time. President Anke Hein and former President Francis Allard gave meaningful advice whenever we were not making a proper judgment and help us greatly. Without their wise prediction and advice, the conference would not have been possible. I would like to express my deep gratitude to these two. In the preparations of SEAA9, online communication was more important than any other conference in the past. And I would like to thank Dr. Michael Sturgeon for the supporting this conference through the web management. As a co-local organizer, I sincerely thank my colleague, Professor Sungjoo, for doing all the little things related to editing the program and preparing the conference. And I would like to express my special gratitude to President Wonhwa for his great interest in hosting the conference and support. And I would like to truly thank my fellow professor and student in the Department of Archaeology and Anthropology for the voluntary contribution to all the tedious work required for the conference. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Lee, for your very warm words of greeting. Next, we will have Dr. Anke Hein, the president of the Society for East Asian Archaeology, who will be giving us her welcoming message online via Zoom. So,
hello, can you hear me and see me?
Welcome, Dr. Anke Hein. Yes, we can hear you.
Welcome, everybody. First of all, my sincere apologies that I can't be in Daegu in person. I'm very sad to miss the opportunity to see all of you there in person, especially the organizers who've worked so hard to make this event possible. Unfortunately, due to closed Russian airspace and lack of personnel, my flight was cancelled, which was quite annoying. And no other flight was available. So nobody from the UK is currently in Daegu, as far as I know, which is quite astonishing, very unprecedented. So I'm speaking to you today via Zoom. I will be there over the next couple of days, going on a nocturnal schedule, which is going to be very exciting and very unusual, but with this wonderful program that has been put together by the local organizers. And of course, very much thanks to the SEAA members submitting their abstracts and preparing their wonderful presentations. It is a wonderful event that we're looking forward to, and I will be there in the middle of the night UK time to be with you in Daegu, at least via online participation. So, dear President Hong, dear Professor Lee, dear Dr. Kwak, dear local organizing team and esteemed scholars of Kyungpook National University and other institutions around the world, dear members of the Society for East Asian Archaeology. On behalf of the Society, I wish first to express my deepest thanks to Kyungpook National University and especially to Professor Lee and Dr. Kwak and President Hong for agreeing to host the Society's 9th Worldwide Conference. As you have heard, they've worked tirelessly for several years to make this conference possible, working under unprecedentedly difficult circumstances with an ongoing pandemic, and other global challenges. The program that you probably have all seen and that has attracted many of the non-presenting participants is a testament to the untiring efforts and to the contributions of a large number of SEAA members, both long-standing and new, who we would like to thank very much. The local organizers have also been supported by a range of individuals on the side of SEAA, former President Francis Allard, former Vice President Dr. Sasha Priebe, former Secretary Dr. Barbara Sayok, former Interim Secretary Dr. Cinque Reinhardt, the new SEAA Executive Board team, including Dr. Liu Suran, Dr. Tina Hill, Dr. Ray Liu, and web editor Dr. Mike Storism, and social media coordinator Mitchell Ma. I would like to express my deepest thanks to all of them for their hard work, diligence, patience, creativity, and good spirit that kept us all going and made this event possible in spite of the difficult circumstances, and actually a pleasure to help organize from the SEAA side. None of this would have been possible without the support of our growing SEAA community at various institutions around the world. First established in 1996 under the guidance of Professor Gina Barnes with about 50 founding members, SEAA now has reached several hundred members worldwide. SEAA conferences have been held in China, Japan, Korea, Mongolia, England, and the United States, with a growing rate of attendees reaching over 300 over the last two conferences. This trend really reflects an increased international interest in the field of East Asian archaeology, for which SEAA continues to serve as a preeminent organization, facilitating scholarly exchange among scholars interested in this region all across the globe. We are especially so thrilled to see that the engagement of archaeologists across the globe, be they located in East Asia or elsewhere, has been growing. To support, especially among young scholars, to support these young scholars in 2018 as an initiative from our former President, Dr. Francis Allard, SEAA established a SEAA Student Award to support conference travel and showcase the work of young scholars in a special session at the conference. This time around, things have been organized a bit differently though. As many will know, the conference was originally meant to be held in 2020, then postponed to 21, and finally 22 due to COVID. To make the wait less long, the local organizers generously agreed to take an additional task beyond the main conference, namely an online student conference that was held on June 26 to 28, 2021, and likewise hosted by Kyungpook National University. This online conference was highly successful, featuring a staggering 150 presentations from students from South Korea, Japan, China, Mongolia, the US, Canada, the UK, Germany, Italy, and Israel, grouped in 20 sessions and keynote speeches from Professor Catherine Linda and Professor Sungjoo, whom I would like to thank for their engagement. We're especially grateful to Dr. Sungjoo Kwak from the local organizing team and SEAA Interim Secretary Dr. Cinque Reinhardt, who co-coordinated everything and arranged the sessions, taking into account all the different time zones. Indeed, a major feat considering that attendees came from as far apart as the west coast of the US and Japan. The online conference also involved the SEAA Student Award for the best papers in the categories undergraduate and graduate, and the successful applicants were Hao Yixuan, William Harrison, Fu Rongyu, Feng Yingdong, and Xu Hailun, who gave excellent presentations in the Student Award session. I know that many of you were present at this online conference, and I want to thank you for your engagement. This year, some of us are finally able to get together in person again, while others will be joining online, thus allowing for over 170 presentations representing the work of over 240 scholars from all over the world, in spite of the ongoing travel restrictions. Furthermore, this hybrid format will allow more SEAA members than ever to listen to talks, even if they cannot travel for various reasons. This is an exciting new development that is made possible by the tireless efforts of our generous host at Kyungpook National University. Nevertheless, as with all SEAA conferences, major attractions are the chance to meet and discuss in person and see sites and learn about the archaeology of the host region, an opportunity that I'm very, very sad to miss. SEAA's first conference in South Korea and indeed East Asia was held already in 2004 in Daegu, And we are thrilled to be able to come back to South Korea, a country with a sizable number of SEAA members identify as their home, while many others are exceedingly curious to learn more about its wonderful archaeology. We are exceedingly grateful to Kyungpook National University and Professor Sungjoo Lee for hosting this conference, and to Dr. Sungjoo Kwak and his team for the stellar organizational work. The local organizers have prepared a mid-conference tour and several post-conference tour options that will allow participants to explore the local archaeology with knowledgeable guides and, of course, also enjoy the beauty and wonderful food of the region. It is notable that while in-person turnout is lower than usual, the number of participants, presentations, and panels is similar to previous years, and the number of non-presenting participants is expected to reach unprecedented heights due to the hybrid format. This reflects a continued and increasing international interest in the field of East Asian archaeology. Together, the online student conference of 2021 and the hybrid conference in Daegu in 2022 are doing much to fulfill the mission of the society, namely to encourage and enable a broad range of scholars, from students to senior figures in the field from all across the world, to learn about, share knowledge of, and engage in research on East Asian archaeology. Before ending my short introductory speech, I would like to invite you all to attend the SEAA business meeting, which will be held on Friday, July 1st from 7 p.m. Korean Standard Time in hybrid format in room B103 and online via the Zoom link. All SEAA members also are invited to join, of course, hear about recent developments of SEAA and contribute to future plans. We very much welcome your engagement with SEAA's further development. Once again, welcome to SEAA9 and to Daegu, both in person and remotely. I wish us all a productive and enjoyable conference and exploration of the wonders of Gyeongsang province. Thank you very much.
Thank you, President Anke Hein, for your very warm words of welcome. So hosting this conference at Kyungpook National University would not have been possible without the support of the university and especially the president. Unfortunately, President Wonhwa had some scheduling difficulties. So it is my honor to welcome on his stead Professor Lee Sichul Lee, who is the Vice President of Kyungpook National University.
예, 경북대학교 교학부총장 이시철입니다. 제가 지금 소개받으신 대로 홍은하 총장님을 대신해서 제가 나왔습니다. 저는 행정학부 교수입니다. President Anke Hein of the Society for East Asian Archaeology, Dean Sungjoo Lee at KNU College of Humanities, Professor Yangjin Park of Chungnam National University, the former president of the society, keynote speakers, distinguished scholars and participants in the 9th Worldwide Conference of the Society for East Asian Archaeology, or SEAA. Good afternoon. I'm Sichul Lee, Executive Vice President and Dean of Graduate School at KNU here. It is my great pleasure to give you a congratulatory speech on behalf of KNU President Wonhwa. I welcome you all, on and offline, to KNU, Korea's largest national university, with 1,300 faculty members and 30,000 students. I understand the SEAA, along with outstanding researchers from all over the world, is leading the way in the theory and practice of global archaeology today. We are truly honored to host this meaningful event. Geoffrey Beebe, an English archaeologist, once said, "Every archaeologist knows in his heart why he digs. He digs in pity and humility, that the dead may live again, that what's past may not be forever lost." Another favorite quote by Gillian Hobel goes, "Discover how to visit the past and bring yesterday's stories into our lives today." Yes, I'm confident that learning from yesterday's is the best way to live for today and hope for best for tomorrow, just as in universities. For the pandemic's 2.5 years, we have experienced increased wars and borders between countries, people, and yes, academics as well. You are all here beyond your borders. Today, I see no boundaries here in this conference. Daegu, our city, has long been called the city of scholars. Mainly thanks to this region's great scholars and excellent educational institutions, just like KNU, our school. Yet I feel less confident whether Daegu and KNU have always been wide open to being influenced by outsiders, beyond border, culturally or ideologically. It will and should become different from now on. KNU has a long tradition and reputation for studying our cultural heritages. The Department of Archaeology and Anthropology has been positioned as an essential center for theoretical research and methodological investigation in understanding past human cultures unearthed from various parts of the Korean Peninsula. With this 5-day conference and beyond, of course, we'd like to continue our academic traditions. Once again, I extend my warmest welcome to all of you. I trust this international conference will provide a new opening, a refreshed opportunity for global academic exchanges, which have been cut off due to COVID-19. For those who are physically actually here at KNU, I hope you can also enjoy Daegu and Gyeongju, our ancient capital. This conference is undoubtedly made possible by the sincere commitment of many individuals and research groups at KNU as well, such as Brain Korea 21 team and Humanities Korea Plus team. Congratulations on your hard work and achievement. Thank you all very much, especially those international participants from Asia, Europe, and the United States. 감사합니다.
Thank you, Executive Vice President Shi Lee, for your very, very thoughtful remarks. Finally, it is with great pleasure that I welcome Professor Yangjin Park, who is based at the Department of Archaeology at Chungnam National University, and who is a former president of the Society for East Asian Archaeology, to give his welcoming remarks.
Vice President Lee Shi-chul, distinguished guests and colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, and good morning in some places. As a former president of Society for East Asian Archaeology, and on behalf of the entire Korean members, I would like to welcome both online and offline participants to the 9th Worldwide Conference held here at the Daegu campus of Kyungpook National University. It is indeed unprecedented time of COVID-19 pandemic, and every one of us knows very well it is very difficult to have a small gathering, let alone on an international conference of hundreds of participants. The holding of SEAA9 conference itself clearly demonstrates the great determination and healthy resilience of our society at this challenging time. In particular, local organizers, Professors Sungjoo and Seung-gi, have done incredible work of preparation and coordination to make this hybrid conference possible. Since I was a single local organizer of the first SEAA conference in Korea 18 years ago in Daejeon, I know personally all the necessary hard work you have to put in to host an international conference. This SEAA9 meeting was twice postponed before, and abbreviated online student conference was held successfully last year, only because of the passion and devotion of the local organizers. I would like to propose a round of applause for Professors Professors Lee and Kwak, to appreciate their unbelievably hard work of the past 3 years. I also would like to say thank you to all the graduates and undergrad students and staff of Kyungpook National University who are involved in preparation proceeding of this conference. The society executives also had a great deal of the had to deal with the ever-changing environment. The current president, Anke Hein, and former President Francis Allard and other executives have worked closely together with the local organizers in preparation for this conference. As one of the founding members of the society in Hawaii, 1996, I have served for the society in various capacities for the past 2+ decades. I would like to express my gratitude and appreciation of the two presidents and former and current executives for their voluntary service and continuous commitment to make contributions to the society. A special thank you to the new president, Anke Hein, whom we just heard from, and wish you all the best and great success in the future. Now, I would like to take a moment to express my gratitude to the 10 institutions who have provided generous financial support for this international conference. They are Daegu Convention and Visitors Bureau, Daegu National Museum, Daegaya Museum, Kyungju National Research Institute of Cultural Heritage, Kyungpook National University Museum, and Hanyang, Yeongnam, Saman, Sejong, Daedong Institute of Cultural Properties. I'm sure your help has been an invaluable resource for the local organizers to make preparation for this conference. As this is first ever hybrid meeting, we may encounter unforeseeable problems during this conference. At the same time, this is also a new learning opportunity for all of us. I hope those who are physically present here in this meeting will take advantage of the host city for its rich culture, cuisine, history, and warm hospitality. Daegu and Kyungju are famous for their great archaeological and cultural heritage. I hope every one of you will have a good time in sharing and learning new advances in East Asian archaeology and enjoying Korean food, music, culture, and everything else in Korean. Finally, I hope to see all of you in person again at the next SEAA9 conference, wherever it will be. Thank you. And once again, welcome to SEAA9. Thank you.